Today has been absolutely filled with brainstorming and partly out of fear. And that is my fear to have a regular full time 9 to 5 job. If you're Gen Z like me, I feel like this fear is kind of ingrained in all of us. There's like something about it that we really look down upon, at least like in the creative space, I feel. But I also think there's opportunity for it to be a good thing. But it has to be something that you really, really like. I think it's more so we just don't want to lose our soul to a huge corporation that we feel we have no power over, no creative say in. Even if you say you're not creative, I think we all have like a want to have our opinions heard. And when there's huge structures that are in place and very like you're a number and you follow the rules and you just don't really think, I think that's affecting our generation a little bit. I think we don't want that because we like don't want to be controlled or something. I don't know. Maybe it's not that deep and we just don't want the normal thing, or maybe the normal quote unquote normal thing is shifting. Anyways, yeah, today has been filled with lots of brainstorming, lots of reflection, because if you know me, you know I quit my job. This was just like a part-time job. I am a full-time student right now and I'm doing an unpaid internship, but that is my own choice. Like I totally chose to do this unpaid just for the purpose of gaining knowledge. So I'm not complaining about that, but I'm just giving you info on the situation. So I quit my job at a smoothie place. So basically, I have money to pay my rent, and that's it. And I'm getting a little scared. I'm getting a little scared because I'm like, I just met with my counselor at school, and I figured out that I can graduate a year early if I pedal to the metal, grind out my classes over the summer and next fall. I can literally be graduated by December 2026. And that sounds fantastic to me. But with graduation comes, oh wait, that's it for my bachelor's degree. It's either work, go to grad school, or third option, find my own way to work. Or I guess fourth option, just become a failure. I don't want to say failure, but like just leech off my parents and move back in with my parents and stop trying at everything. And that's actually not an option. So why am I even saying that? And if you do live with your parents, okay, I'm getting in too deep. Hold on. Take a step back. If you live with your parents, that's fine. I actually think that is a good strategy to save money if you have to. Anyways, where was I? So I can graduate in the fall. Wonderful, right? But I'm getting scared. I'm just, what am I gonna do? I really want to make YouTube and something creative my full-time income. And in order to do that, like I've known this for a while. It's not like I don't really know what I want to do. It's more so, okay, where's the actual money gonna come from? Cause yes, like happy, like creative artist, we love it. Content, YouTube, but it's like, where's the money coming from? At first, I had very high hopes on AdSense. Like, oh yeah, like once I get monetized, that's my job. No, I think it's deeper than that. I am saying that from a point of not even being monetized yet, but I have definitely fallen into rabbit holes of how to grow on YouTube videos, or like my first YouTube paycheck, or how much money I make on AdSense, videos like that. I've fallen down that rabbit hole heavily, and everyone is like, YouTube is a funnel. Same with Spotify. It's more of like you gain a platform, but you kind of funnel your customer, your fans, your in my like fans, I don't know, your subscribers, your followers to a product or service or other thing that actually makes money. And brand deals and AdSense are kind of just like extra on top. As I'm getting closer to becoming monetized, I'm getting like I'm just rethinking it, because I'm like, at first, like I said, I just realized how many times I said like within the last 30 seconds. we're going to try and cut that back. I'm so sorry. I realized that I need to have a strategy for making money, or I need to make some type of product. So I sat there all day today thinking, asking AI. And sometimes, okay, at first, I'm going to go on a bit of a little tangent real quick, but hey, that's exactly what this is for. At first, I really hated AI. I was very reluctant to it, and that's how I am with most changes, most trends even. I'm like, absolutely not. And then I'm like, oh wait, it's growing on me. Okay, I can see this happening. So that's how I feel about AI. When I ask it things, I sometimes get a lack of inspiration because it doesn't have my point of view. It's approaching things in a very logical way, and I like to add in another layer of spirituality almost, which sounds crazy, but it really ties in with my creativity. It's a very personal, spiritual thing, and AI lacks that. Obviously, I don't think AI can really even grasp the idea of that because humans can barely even understand it. So sometimes when I ask AI these things, it makes me more overwhelmed. But sometimes it is a good way to spark ideas, and then I can kind of look at them and be like, how can I apply that to me in a different way? So anyways, that being said, AI has its ups and downs. I like using it to sometimes help me along in the process, and I just need to be mindful of it making me less creative, or it kind of limits me briefly. But then I get out of that and I form my own thought, and then I'm like, okay, I'm glad that I got that idea. I was asking ideas for other income streams that YouTubers could potentially do, and of course, the go-to answer is a online course. That's the biggest thing that people do, that influencers sell. They sell a $300 course, and that just does not feel right to me. I don't like that. What am I going to say on this course? Okay, I could, oh my gosh, I keep saying I'm sorry. I've been watching these episodes back, and I am just sitting there saying for 10 minutes straight. I think I could make a course if I wanted to. I did have this one idea that I potentially could keep track of oh, nope, there's that word. I could potentially keep track of my YouTube progress in a diary journal manner. And then in 3 years, when I have 1 million subscribers, I can release that as a whole long course, and it will literally be pretty much a step-by-step guide of my thought process and everything I did to get to where I am. But I'd rather just tell you guys in real time and you guys watch the videos, ? Could be a good idea. It just doesn't feel right to monetize something like that, especially because I'm so young. What am I going to make a course about? I could totally write a book on spiritualness, mindfulness, but those things aren't certain in my head right now. So I just would not feel comfortable giving that out and making people pay for it. So that's out of the question for now. Maybe there's a variation to it, and everyone just hates on courses so much. They're like, oh, influencer courses. I took the whatever course, so you don't have to. Here's all the stupid points that this person is selling you for $300. But at the same time, people do buy them. So maybe because there's another way of looking at it where these things that are so normal to me are completely new to someone else. And I need to remember that that is where the value lies. No one other than myself lives in my own head. You guys don't know how I think. And it is very interesting to be exposed to how someone else thinks in full authenticity. And that's probably what a course would be for me. So I could see maybe, because people buy courses for stupid stuff, Maybe. But let's move on. Let's move on from that idea because I honestly just don't like it right now. The next one is actually something I am heavily considering, so much so that I put a date in my calendar that I think I'm going to launch this thing. And it's a simple first step. it's so easy to get overwhelmed with all this stuff. Chat GPT gave me a big long list of things I could implement, and I'm like, wow, that would take a lot. And I started going through each one and thinking, okay, what would I need to do for this? Like, oh, I don't have time to do that. So, simplifying the pipeline. Step 1 is a simple Patreon membership. I really like the idea of this, actually. At first, this is tying in to what I was saying earlier about the AI. At first, I am so reluctant to these things. When I see creators that have Patreons, I'm like, when it first was a thing, it felt weird to me. I was just, no, I don't like that. Why wouldn't you just post on YouTube? Why do you need to have a separate secret paid platform? Like everything is just memberships these days. But I actually really do like it because it makes it more fun for the viewers, and it really is about that sense of connection. If you pay for something, you're gonna watch it, you're gonna use it, and it makes you feel like you're part of something. And that is really what I want to exude from my brand, my personal brand, kind of. I really want that connection of it. And if there's different levels to that, I think that people would actually really enjoy that. Cause then I started thinking, my favorite creators, I would love to talk to them in like a personal way, not just me commenting. So I think there is real value there. But like I said, we're gonna start very simple, and this is not a thing yet. I'm just telling you my ideas. If you're looking for that link, maybe it should be a thing right now. But I think I'm not gonna release it until the end of March, question mark. So maybe it is down there. Who knows? But I was just gonna start very simple, like I said, start with just a $5 tier and do little advice podcast episodes. Like I'm talking like longer than these, like 30 to an hour advice session podcast episodes. And then I mapped out kind of a further down the line, I could do individual questions that I could like send voice memos back to people if as like a more personalized tier. But I just want to start simple because right now it seems overwhelming to be like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and then all those tiers come with hours of work that I have to pour into them, and it's stressing me out because these people are paying for my work, and I'm gonna stress over if anything is good enough because people are spending their hard-earned money on my content. So the $5 tier is a great place for me to start, and I'm very excited about this. It's very interesting how much my mindset shifted about this whole money thing because it's becoming a little bit more real, and I think that that's a good sign. At first it was like this dream, like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be an influencer, I want to have brand deals, and I want to get fat YouTube paychecks every month. And now that it's approaching, it's on the horizon. It's approaching. It's on the horizon. I'm like, okay, so it looks like I'm not blowing up overnight. If I do, that's always an option, but the standard path is I'm slowly climbing. So my paychecks will be couple hundred a month. That's like enough to cover my electric bill or something, very slowly, and then it will slowly go up, and then who knows what will like catapult me eventually. But I have to think logically, and it's good to have a strategic plan, I think. But I also like to tie in my like faith in the fact that things work out perfectly as another layer of comfort for myself. Oh, I wanted to mention someone sent me an email about asking for advice about a family member, and it was like a couple paragraph little email. And maybe that's what gave me the idea to do a Patreon to answer personal questions. Because I've never thought of that. I never knew that was a thing. And I still need to reply to that email. I think I'm going to reply, and I might even ask that person, like, hey, just for my personal research, is this something you would maybe pay for? You know, not the first time, but like in the future, like could you imagine yourself ever paying. I don't know. It's super weird. I've watched videos that are explaining how you need to not think of money as such a huge thing, and you need to not stress over putting prices on your work because it's not that deep. It's not, oh, you're robbing these people because these are just things in your brain. Like, art you make is not worth a bunch of money. When in reality, yes, it is, because show me the other Sedona who can say the exact same thing that I can say. No. And not an AI version that can take my mannerisms. No. Show me an original thought. I just think you have to be okay with asking for money for things, because I want to give money to small creators. I love like cool niche products, and I think there needs to be more of that all around. And it's like a give and a take exchange thing. I could honestly go on for a long time. I have another very cool idea I want to share with you very quickly. If someone else does this, at least I have recorded history of me coming up with the idea. If they find success in it before me, then I guess I'll be sad, but hey, it wasn't meant to be for me, and that's fine. So my idea is, in episodes like this, or maybe every episode, I don't know, I would commission artists or have them pay me. I don't know. It would start off with them doing it for free, for sure. But I would want to insert like a 30-second to 60-second clip of them showing their work and like telling a little bit about themselves. So it's kind of a little artist creator spotlight. And that way, when this podcast grows, they can get free attention, free engagement, free traffic to their platforms, and I can get another minute added to the video, and I get exposure to cool products that can inspire me and can also inspire my viewers on things that they can make. Does that make sense? It's mapped out in my head. You just have to trust me, and maybe it will come to fruition one day. When the audience grows, I think that would be really fun, because I know there's so many cool niche artists. There's this girl on Instagram. She makes like huge wall sculptures of orchids that go on the wall, and they are so pretty. Just stuff like that. Or custom one-of-one clothing. Oh my god, don't get me started. I love that so much. Or just little keychains, little clay charms, little stuffed animals. You know, I want to show off those types of people because they are putting in the work. And a lot of artists don't want to do social media. I know it's kind of a part of it now. To be an artist means like, oh, I have to post TikToks and make B-roll shots of me making my art. Hopefully, like, it will get a bunch of views on Instagram and then drive my sales. So maybe I can be a little way that they don't have to do that, because maybe some of my audience will go over and buy some of their stuff. I think that'd be awesome. That being said, I have more ideas, and you will see as we progress through this. Let me know your thoughts below. I'm a beginner. I am not even monetized on YouTube. I am just looking at the future and getting very excited and starting to strategically plan. And I love it. Make sure to comment and meet your friends in the comments. Now's the perfect time to subscribe and join the Wherever I Go community. We're all new here. We're just getting started. I'm so excited to be here for you every day. I'm here for you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I love it. It's so fun. Make sure to leave a like. Please subscribe. Please follow on Spotify. Share with someone. I will see you guys every weekday. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Go do something that brings you joy. Go get yourself a little tea, a little coffee, a little scone, a little fruit. Perhaps a little banana or like some strawberries. Just get a little fun snack, okay? I don't know why, but do that. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.